Press record. What's up, Patreon? How y'all doing? Special one here. T110 Sumatra. Tatsuwahe. Oh, lighter's gonna be funny. You know when you haven't called your mom? Sorry. You know when you haven't called your mom in a long time and then you're afraid to call her because you know you're going to get in trouble for not calling? That's how I feel about this Patreon video. Butterscotch. It's like a soda, butterscotch soda. It's hard to sit down and even recount everything because I don't know where to start because it's been so long. Really, like I think since the How I Cope video was that the last Patreon update. I'm so sorry. Got Free Friday done. It's a premiere tomorrow at 10 a.m. my time, Central, New Orleans time. I'll be in the chat. You guys, I'm telling you, without you guys, there is no Free Friday. There's not. Just because the amount of stuff that I'm doing right now, trying to keep up with that, like, you know, geez, I've let like a couple patrons videos slide, but like I can't let that Free Friday slide. That's for you guys. That is for you. I know that everybody has access to it, but when I'm sitting around thinking about like, oh my God, I can't believe it's 3 a.m. It's Friday. I just finished my gig. I'm so tired. I got to be up in 5 hours. Let me make a video for for YouTube. I'm not thinking about anybody other than you guys. This is not the kind of soda that you want to drink and play harmonica. But we're going to do it anyway today. And then we're going to throw this in the sonic cleaner afterwards. I'm surprised the sonic cleaner video didn't get more negative comments. I've been getting a lot lately. A lot. I've had to block a couple of people. One guy getting really strange, sending me like audio songs that he wrote that are like, that are a little weird. I'm home, as you can see. I'm overwhelmed. We came home. In the house, there was mold all through the house. There was a leak underneath the sink. And it had just, everything, there was mold over everything. And it smelled like mold. And some kind of leak out front. And it had me thinking that, you know, I love going on tour. I love making music for you guys. And I do. I love it. I love it. I like going out and doing it. But when I ignore some of the routine that keeps me sane, because that routine gets interrupted on the road, or I interrupt it by getting off track. I'm talking about simple things, just how I wake up in the morning, taking a certain amount of time to do this. being able to take a walk, being able to pray, these different things. When those things get interrupted, I get off track. And that mold throughout this house, through my home, was symbolic. It was symbolic of my connection to God, to what matters the most. Was moldy. It was neglected. And it's hard to keep that on the road. Somebody's here. Who's that? You're fine. Yeah, you're fine? Yeah, it looks good.
Did you know that we were neighbors?
No!
I don't know. I live right across the street from you.
I just moved over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been here like a couple months, but I haven't been home. Yeah. Your neighbors. You move one block, right? You gotta. People don't know you. One block.
Raven says you bought the place?
Yeah, we bought it.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Moving in.
Nice.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah. I think she likes me. Kate's sick inside. I'm trying not to get sick. Probably shouldn't be smoking a cigar, but. Free Friday tomorrow. It's on chromaticism for like a 1-4-5. And I do it in third. I do it in third, but I also teach the same exercise in second. Anyway. We brought a new drummer out on the road. I think we knew going into it he wasn't going to be the guy. We knew that. But we were hoping that he was going to work out, and he didn't. It didn't. Nothing bad happened. Just it's not going to work out. Not the guy. I am still recovering from Perkins' transition to another land, to another dimension, another place, to heaven, as he believed, as I believe. The whole band is. Kate is too. It's intense. It's really intense. These are from like 2018 or something. I'm trying to remember. 2019, maybe? Smoking good. It was hard being out there, you know. The guy gets in his head is what happens, and then he makes a mistake, and then because he made the mistake, he can't stop thinking about the mistake, and then he makes more mistakes. So that's probably happened to all of us. But geez. Well, I mean, gosh. Maybe not in music, but that happens to me all the time. I do something wrong, I do something I'm not happy with, and then I feel guilty about it, and then I feel so bad that I do it again, because it's something that makes me feel better. Could be food, whatever, you know. As you know. Could be any of those things. But what good is it? What good is it to feel bad about stuff that's already happened? Well, the most sincerest and best form of repenting would be to never do it again, right? And that doesn't always happen. But if guilt and shame don't do any good, well then we need to accept that we are forgiven. We need to believe that we are forgiven. And some people can believe that God forgives us. But it's possible to believe that God forgives us and then not forgive ourselves, which is kind of a slap in the face to God if you believe in that. So we just got to learn from our mistakes and then use them to try to help somebody else. But what am I talking about? I don't know. Because I don't know. Because I've been making mistakes. I'm trying to go off of bipolar medication right now. I'm on day 2. Under the supervision of a therapist. That's what's caused all the weight gain. That's not the only reason I'm going off of it, but it's a big one. And so I feel a little weird, right? I feel a little weird. I'm having fun. I like that. I want to do it better. Let's try again. Having fun. couple good moments in there. Some of that's that that arpeggiation stuff from the video in Germany. What was it called? I went over it in the thinking video, but the week before that, I actually showed you guys how to do some of it. I don't think I put any tab in though. Cigars taste better after harmonica. Ooh, postman. The postman. So, mold. Drummer didn't work out. Ah! Can you see it? Missing a tooth. They pulled it out of my head in the middle of a tour. Ah. I'm expecting a package, and here it comes. Package music. That's package music. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. God bless you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm like vibrating a little bit. I'll take the medication again if I start to feel really weird. I'll take it again. But I got to give myself a few days to see if I calm down. I run manic, which means I stay up for days sometimes with no drugs, don't even need coffee. And I think and I practice and I play and I do weird shit. And if that starts even a little bit, even one night, right? It's over. We'll go back on the medicine. But we'll try it. I've been off of it before and did well for a while. Let's see. I was trying this thing called enclosures. So it's like advanced approach tones. So you're thinking of the triad. Okay, those three notes. But then you try to either come up to them chromatically or go down to them chromatically. So for example, I want to play true draw, but I don't just want to play, right? So instead I go, or come down to it chromatically. Right? Or say it's 3 draw. Or 4 draw. Now I got to play 4 blow. I could go down. And then I want to hit the 5 blow, right? So I could go up, right? But I want to come down. I want to come down to it. No. What is it? Oh yeah. No, that's not right. There we go. So let's put that in context, all right? I'll do the same lick. I'll try to do the same lick. Major third, coming down to it on each chord. So on 1, it'll be, and then on 4, it'll be, and then on 5, it'll be, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see what it sounds like. Blues, chromatic descending to the, don't let this beautiful Sumatra go out. This Patreon video is going to be fun. All right, let's see if I can do it. Again. One more time. See what I'm doing? So if I could just remember where forward and backwards is for every note in the world. Up 12, down 12 to every note in the world. I'd be like, Good. Mm-mm. Oh, she wanted to go out. Not out. Not out. We're gonna do a little edge treatment. Little edge treatment. All right. So yeah, it was kind of hard getting my tooth pulled on tour, having the drummer. That wasn't really the guy. Still got to call him and tell him he's not the guy. I think he knows. He was kind of the kind of guy that you can't tell that he messed up, because it'll make him worse. Then the next night it'll get worse, because even no matter how nice or no matter how constructive you put it, even if you preface it with, hey, we all screwed up, but this one section of the song, it actually goes like this, that'll ensure that he gets worse, you know. So I just had to kind of treat him with kid gloves the whole time. I'm already losing a little weight. Europe helped. Food's a little better over there, and boy, I wasn't eating much of it. And then playing every night, moving equipment. And since I got back here, I've been eating right too, and walking, taking little breaks. I got to get into the push-ups and sit-ups and stuff. Don't write any exercise things in the comments. But it's been, it's stress. I feel dumb, you know. I got all this beautiful stuff in my life, but it's stressful. It's stressful, and I need to not be worried about it. I need to not let it get me. It's all part of the plan, and me worrying about it's not going to change anything. I'm not my most profound, wise self today, you know. I'm not, because I'm in a place of very real humility. I really am. But I love the music. I'm headed up to Chicago the day after tomorrow. A friend of mine is dying. I'm not even sure if he's going to make it until Monday, which is the day we're having a party for him. It's called Tim Fest for my buddy Tim Kelly. And he's been, this is his second time with cancer. His first time he beat it. He's got 2 kids and a wife. He's got 2 young kids and a wife, and I think he's got 2 grown kids now. 2 young kids. And he's been incredible. An example of positivity and hope and bravery and courage. And it's helped a lot watching somebody be that strong. And so we're a bunch of us that are in our group. It's one of those 12-step groups. We're flying to Chicago, and we're having a party, and we're all going to play music and hang out for him, for Tim Fest. And we just hope he makes it to Monday, because it's any day now. TMJ. We just hope he makes it. So that's heavy. That's on my mind. There's been a good amount of death this year of people close to me, you know. And I'm getting to that age where that's going to happen, especially with some of my older friends. But Perkins, I didn't expect. You know. Nobody expected that. Still hurting. Still hurting over that one. I think I need a new van too. That's on my mind. I and doing a lot of, like I said, a lot of repairs to the house. So a lot of money going out. What's happening? That's the other thing, you know, man. This got me, you know. I've been thinking about doing a video about how much money I make. Seriously, because I even thought about showing bank statements in the video. If you Google Jason Ricci net worth, it says I got $1 million or more than $1 million. Man, somebody wrote, like, I made that video of the what was it? Oh yeah. I made a post on Facebook asking people to vote for me for the Blues Blast thing. And this guy's been causing problems. Is one of the guys I blocked. Might be on here. We'll find out. I don't think he is. But he wrote, you know, well, that's really shallow, and, you know, I don't know, all this stuff, right? And then some other guy wrote, you know, you make enough money, you don't need this or whatever it was, right? And I don't make enough money. I mean, look, I make enough. I make enough to be very stable right now, okay? But like, if I were to stop working for like 3 weeks, be in big trouble. Big trouble. So, like, in a lot of these tours, like, a lot of them, we lose money. I lose money. The guys get paid. The agencies get paid. The clubs get paid. The manager gets paid. Caitlin gets paid. Everybody gets paid. But if the van breaks or if something happens, I don't make anything. Sometimes I just pay them more anyway. And, you know, my motto is, I'll make it up later. And maybe I will. I think I'm starting to. I mean, momentum is up for me right now. That's the problem. This is the reason that my house is moldy. My spiritual house is because I have been focusing on this job, not the music, the job. I'm out there for a month. I'm thinking about the gigs. I'm thinking about the numbers. I'm thinking about the pay. I'm thinking about the running it, the hiring, the firing. And that's all ego. All of it is ego. And you know what else is ego? I suck. I'm no good. I'm never going to do this. I'm not as good as this person. That's ego too. Anytime it's I. Anytime I. That's where I've been, because that's what this job makes you do. You get up on stage, Jason Ricci, blah, 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 blah. And then people are like, man, and then that thing with Gustavo, man, you guys saw that? The Gustavo Soto incident, where the guy put out a book, and I don't want to talk about it. You know about it. If you don't know about it, ask somebody here on Patreon. They'll tell you. Ask somebody that was here. Mal, what's up? James Key, what's up? My people, what's up? Love you. Pamela Crabtree going to bat for me. Everywhere I open a video, there's like 9 comments. Lynn Wintercorn, thank you. So many shout outs I could do. My little boy Dre, over in the Ukraine, as we say down south. Not the Ukraine, the Ukraine. We put the emphasis on the cement, the remote, the Ukraine. I'm not from here, but I've learned to talk that way after 30 years. Don't even think about it. Started off as a joke, started off saying cement. Now I can't say cement. The cement, that's what it is. Man, love Lee Mack. I love Lee Mack. I gotta call my big brother. I got big brothers too, you know, and I'm calling them. I'm talking to them. I'm talking to my men in my life. Been too involved in me. The job makes me. That's my excuse. That's my excuse. One day, like Joyce Meyer says, I'll learn to rest while I work. I've learned to do that at home. Like today, when I was making the Free Friday, I really enjoyed making the Free Friday. I did. Today it wasn't stressful. Some of the ones from the road were stressful. Enclosures. That's what I was playing before. Check them out. Google them. I heard my neighbor Drew, her little gato died. If you follow me on Instagram at JasonRicci93, you'll have seen there was a little gray gato that I call Vidakovich, but his real name was Charles. Sir Charles, the street cat. The Bank Street Tramp. That's what Bank Street Tramp passed away on the neutral ground. The neutral ground is the area in the middle of the road here in New Orleans. It's a little patch of grass or a big patch of grass. And supposedly you can do anything you want on the neutral ground. No laws apply. Charles went on the neutral ground, got hit by a car, made it to the grass and died in there about 4 nights ago. That was my cigar buddy. Lynn Wintercorn said, bring him in. I wanted to. Kate won't let me. She's too protective of that Vestaire, the bobtail, who is very territorial and kind of aggressive towards animals and people. Animals are people too, though, Jay. I got a funny story. My buddy Jay Abel, one of my closest friends. We used to get high together a lot back in the day, in the 90s. And man, I wanted to get sober. I told him, I said, one of these days, man, I want to quit. He's like, yeah, right. Like that'll never happen. Like, we can't, how are you going to do that? I didn't know how. But it happened, you know, and I was sober like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. He came to visit me high on heroin. And he was the life of the party. I had the band living with me at the time. That's how I got started. I let the band live at my house for free. They got their rooms, I paid the rent, and I put them on salary for $300 a week, which is nothing. But they didn't have to pay anything. They didn't have rent, they didn't have to pay for food, nothing. And that I did that for a few years until I was able to pay them better and they could get their own places and stuff. But anyway, the band loved him. He was over there. I had this big fat cat named Bebop. And he walked through and somebody said, damn, that's a big cat. And I said, yeah, I said, I need to put him on a diet. And my buddy Jay said, who the fuck are you? How do you do the 5? I knew that last week. I just realized it. So how did I do that? I just thought it out. I used my, I didn't think, I didn't hear it. I didn't have to try it. I just thought it. I thought, what do I mean by that? I went, okay, well, the first one goes 2, major third, 5, and then repeats that, except it goes to the 6 instead of the 5. So then I went, okay, how do I do that on 4? And then I went, okay, how do I do that on 5? So I had to think where the major third was. Right? So now I need to come a whole step below that. Right? Just like that. That's how it works. It's a hard one on the 5. Would it be easier down bottom? Totally, right? Not much. Sounds pretty though. It has potential for me to get better at. Put that little fake vibrato on there. Wait! No, it's... So down here it'd be... So I want to get it to be able to do it fast, but how do you do stuff fast? Do it slow. Start slow. If I'm not even sure what the notes are, how do I expect to hit them at lightning speed? Jason Ferret face. I watched a good movie with Margot Robbie last night with Kate. It's long. Brad Pitt was in it. All these people. What was it called? Babylon. Babylon. And that's what happens when I get on tour. I get too much into Babylon. I'm too much into it now. I really am. This trip to Chicago should do me good. Should do me lots of good. Tim Kelly's final gift to us all. The gift of coming together and giving. C'est Basile, what's up with that? Let's play something other than a blues. I don't know how if I can. Whoa. Little lies on. Fighting it. One time I was hanging out with Anson Funderburg. I was on tour with Mark Hummel. And Anson, for whatever reason, was driving the van, and we were going to, he was going to go drop me off at this 12-step meeting. And almost everybody in the band was in the 12-step meeting. And we pulled up, and there was the whole band that I was going to go and meet and go to this meeting with. And Anson points out at everybody. He looks at me and he goes, "Fighting that dope." Fighting it. I'm not fighting that. I'm fighting me. I'll get over it.